well, you heard who I am and what I do and a little bit about me. I think that a next good step, because you're here and you want to get some ideas about how to go about networking and how to get to the next goal. So why don't we talk about what we've done a little bit, and we just, what do I write up here? So who wants to start? What have you done in terms of your networking? Pick one thing that you've done so far. Try to pick something that's been useful or helpful, or you think has moved your job search along a little bit.
I've tried to network with like CPAs, people that are going to be in contact with companies.
So other professionals?
Yes.
Okay. Oops, maybe that's gonna work. Let's see. Other professionals. And how does that work for you?
That's worked pretty good. I haven't led to anything, but I mean, I have a lot of contacts, a lot of people looking in case they see something.
Okay. How about you?
Let's see, I think the most effective networking so far is go into different types of functions, such as this or something similar.
Like job networking groups.
Mm-hmm.
Does that cover it pretty well in one phrase?
Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. And then talking afterwards with the speakers and if they're in my field and letting them know I'm available and passing out resumes from there, and so I guess it's getting to meet them in a different environment.
Paul, how about you?
Well, what's given me the most success is people I've worked with, former
Colleagues
that I've worked with that could vouch for me or recommend.
And how has that been successful for you?
It has been lukewarm. I mean, I've gotten some contacts, I've gotten some interviews, I've gotten some other leads, and what it has done is led to other contacts. So I think from that standpoint, it's been, I was given a scale of 75% effective.
Okay.
I look for groups that I not only can go to, but I can actually do something in. For example, ASTD, American Society for Training and Development.
Sure.
I am now on the board there, responsible for membership, but this gives other people there a chance to see me do something.
So good to participate.
Exactly.
Well, I think we'll come back to that in a moment. Eric.
My best results so far have been through search firms and meeting with people in search firms that get me in front of a company.
When you say search firms, do you mean like retained search, contingent search, a mix of both?
Yes.
Okay. And how many interviews have you gotten from the search firms?
2.
2. That's not too bad. It doesn't sound like much, but it's not too bad. Who have you been to see? Are they here in Charlotte?
Yes.
Who have you been to see in Charlotte?
Well, I've talked to several different search firms. The one that's got me in front of someone is Remex.
Okay.
And through a tax search firm that's a national search firm, they got me in front of a private company in Nashville.
Okay. Marshall.
Morgan,
I'm sorry.
the best success I've had is by taking courses at CPCC.
Mm-hmm.
And when you take a course there and if you study hard and participate, the professors generally will refer you to jobs that people ask them about.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got several contract jobs out of that.
I want to talk about that one, and this one. William.
I've gotten a few interviews just through getting back in contact with former high school classmates.
So alumni groups.
Yeah, well, this was actually Facebook, but.
Well, that can be an alumni group.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that one too. Pardon my bad handwriting. If you can't make it out, tell me. Alumni groups.
I've taken part-time jobs in profession where I'm going to meet people that I want to network with, so that I meet them in the course of the business day.
So I'm going to put PT jobs leading to networking.
Right.
Okay. Rich, thank you.
The best thing for me has been a professional organization. Turns out to be the Project Management Institute, but I've been to sessions that they have in Charlotte, and occasionally they'll have recruiters there with a table set up, and that has led to, let's say something like 22 out of the last 30 months have been contract project management work.
Brilliant.
But I've not been able to end up with a firm that was able to continue funding things because these firms have had economic difficulties.
Sure. So when I look at this list, I see a lot of good things that I think everybody should be doing. If you're not doing all of these, do them, because they're all very good. The one that I like particularly is former colleagues. And the reason why I like it is because these are the people who know you. They know you, and they're going to be willing to help you. And on your job search, you can never have too many people helping you with your job search. And certainly in today's market, where it's bad, let's be honest, it's a bad market right now. Don't be embarrassed to say, I'm looking for a job, and I need your help. Can you help me? Particularly with your former colleagues, that's a very good thing to do. So I would recommend making a list of all the people you used to know. And then the next step, how many people are on LinkedIn? Everybody's on LinkedIn. So how have you used LinkedIn? Who can tell a success story with LinkedIn? Tell me your name again, I'm sorry.
My name's Kelly.
Kelly.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think if I actually ever, I don't know that I've had anything successful. I guess what I've been using it for lately is, to recommend others and then have others recommend me back, and I'm realizing that it's making my profile look a lot better, but I don't know that I've ever necessarily gotten work up. And well, I guess the other thing I use it for is, if I want to know the name of a hiring manager in an ad that, doesn't mention it, but I don't know that I've necessarily gotten any work off LinkedIn.
And so when you say know the name of a hiring manager, what do you do with that information when you get it?
Well, then if it's an ad that just says the company name, then I can actually address it to a specific person as opposed to saying, dear human resources or dear hiring manager.
Right. So when you have it though, what do you do with it? It's not a trick question in that sense.
Then that way I can send a more specified letter.
Do you pick up the phone and call the hiring manager?
No, I've never done that.
You should pick up the phone and call the hiring manager. And it goes back to the reason why you network with former colleagues, why you are a participant in professional groups. It's all about getting your face and name in front of people. So if you have the name of a hiring manager, pick up the phone and call the hiring manager. Before you do that, you want to make sure that you have a speech ready to give, not unlike your elevator speech. So, for example, if you were looking for, let's call it a controller's role, since you're in accounting, and you would want to be able to demonstrate to the person that you're talking to why your skills map to what they are seeking. So you have that ready. And I usually suggest you think of 3 things that will map to what they need and why you're a good fit. So where were you most recently, Kelly? What kind of company?
Most recently I was with a temporary agency of named Staff and Field Staffing working for Park Place Hospitality Group.
A hospitality group. Mm-hmm. And where has most of your career?
I've worked in many different industries.
Which has been the biggest one? Where you'd say, this is the industry that I really know and understand.
Let's see, probably either maybe the outdoor industry or maybe manufacturing.
Okay, so outdoor recreation and manufacturing. So the hiring manager for that job, what kind of business was that? Remember the hiring manager you said you had identified? What kind of business was that company in?
There were probably several different ones, just with ads from Monster and Career Builder and those type of things. So
well, I guess what I'm driving at is if you have the name of the hiring manager, then you know what company it is, and you'd be able to say, well, my skills line up with what they need because if I've been involved with outdoor recreation, maybe this is a company that also does that, or maybe it's a company that's similarly aligned. If it's not outdoor recreation, maybe it's a dealer for things like bicycles or recreational vehicles or something like that, where you can demonstrate a knowledge of their market. The people, like that because it makes you seem like you really understand their business.